I like the man I've grown into. Caught myself staring in the mirror today at a face that time has slowly rearranged. Silver on the temples, lines around the eyes. Everyone remembers something I survived. Used to turn away from who I used to be. All the foolish pride, all the wrong in me. But this morning I just smiled and let it show. Took me all these years to finally know. I ain't proud of every mile, but I'm thankful for the road. Every wrong turn left me something that I needed when I got old. I like the man I've grown into. Took a lot of breaking just to make him true. He's a little more patient, a little less proud. Knows when to hold on, knows when to back down. Oh, I wouldn't call him perfect, Lord knows that ain't true. But after all these years of becoming, I like the man I've grown into. I used to need the whole room looking my way. Had to win every fight, had the last word to say. Now I know being right ain't worth a lonely night, and saying I'm sorry don't make a good man small. I call my children more than I used to then. Tell my old friends that I love them while I can. And when my woman talks, I put that newspaper down. Funny how long it took to learn what matters now. Ooh, age didn't make me wiser, just gave me time to learn. Some bridges ain't worth crossing, and some are worth the burn. I like the man I've grown into. He's got fewer answers, but they're closer to the truth. A little more forgiving, a little slower to blame. Don't need everybody remembering his name. Got some scars he doesn't hide now, got some debts he finally paid, and every line upon his face was honestly made. Yeah, I like the man I've grown into. I tell that 20-year-old boy, slow down, you don't know it all. I tell that 40-year-old fool, go home before you lose it all. I tell the man I was at 60, quit worrying about getting old. Cause one day you'll look into that mirror and see something worth more than gold. Not youth, not money, not somebody else's praise. Just a man who finally learned how to live with his mistakes. Took some time. Oh Lord, took some time. Had to lose a little, had to leave some pride behind. But somewhere down that long road, this old heart finally found the man I kept trying to become. Was already coming around. I like the man I've grown into. Wouldn't trade him for the boy I once knew. But that boy had more tomorrows, but this man knows what they're worth. That boy wanted everything, this man knows what's enough. Got silver in the mirror, got peace behind these eyes. And for the first time in my whole long life, I don't wish wish I was somebody else tonight. No, I ain't perfect, never needed to be. I just like the man I've grown to be. Looked in that mirror one more time. Didn't see an old man, just saw me. And that felt pretty good. We don't need anywhere to go. Sunset slipping through the sycamore trees, warm wind rolling like a memory. Your silver hair dancing against my shoulder. Every mile gets sweeter as we're getting older. Oh, wheels humming underneath our feet, radio pouring out a slow backbeat. Your hand finds mine like it always knows, and we don't need anywhere to go. Let the highway bend, let the daylight fade. Nothing we're chasing, nothing running away. Just your hand in mine, and an evening moving slow. Baby, we don't need anywhere to go. We don't need anywhere to go. Let the wheels keep turning nice and slow. Let the warm wind carry every worry from our souls. Tonight the road is all we need to know. Stay right here beside me while that golden sunset glows. As long as your heart keeps riding next to mine, we don't need anywhere to go. Past that little white church beneath the pines, where your young hand first disappeared in mine. Past the fields where summer used to burn. Every old road gives a memory back. In return, 50 years falling in the rearview glass. Love like ours never needed moving fast. Every wrinkle holds a place we've been, and I'd drive every mile with you again. Let tomorrow wait, let tonight unfold. Young hearts burn quickly, but ours learn to glow. No finish line, no need to know how far this beautiful low road will go. We don't need anywhere to go. Let that old soul rhythm roll and roll. Got your head upon my shoulder, got the moonlight coming closer. Got a lifetime riding soft one more long road, one more old song, and one more night with you. Slow, let it roll. Easy, baby. Easy on my soul. Moon coming up, sun sinking low. Hold me close and don't let go. We don't need anywhere to go. Keep those old wheels turning soft and slow. Let the stars come out above us. Let the night fall down around us. There's still a little fire in these bones. Your silver hair is shining like the first night long ago. And if every road I've traveled was only leading here to you, then let this one keep rolling till the morning starts to show. We don't need anywhere to go. One more mile, then 1 mile more. Your hand in mine, an open road. No need to hurry home. When home is riding next to me. Little shoes won't scatter down the hallway. Little fingerprints on every window pane. Sleepy heads against me Sunday morning. Little voices calling through the rain. Now those little shoes are long gone from here, and those tiny hands have families of their own. Funny how a house can feel much smaller when the children grow and find another home. I made mistakes, Lord knows I made a few, but somewhere through the love and worry, something beautiful came through. My children turned out all right. Got good hearts shining in their eyes. They know how to love, they know how to give. They found their own good reasons to live. I couldn't give them everything, but I gave them everything I had. And every time I see the people they become, I think maybe I did all right as their dad. There were winners when the money barely made it. There were birthdays built on overtime. There were nights I came home tired and empty, still found enough for one more bedtime rhyme. I missed some games I wish I'd never missed. Let work steal hours I can't get back again. But every scar upon these working hands was trying to build a softer road for them. No, love ain't perfect, and neither was this man. Sometimes you give your children wings with tired and trembling hands. My children turned out all right. I found their own way through the dark and light. They fall sometimes, they rise again. They learn that kindness makes a stronger man. I couldn't clear every stone watch him kiss that sleepy forehead, the way I did so long ago. And suddenly every year between us melts like April snow. All the worry, all the working, all those nights that felt so long come back around as little arms wrapped where they belong. Time rolls on, sweet time rolls on. Little hands grow bigger, but the love stays strong. Round and round, life comes home. What I once carried in my arms now carries a love of its own. My children turned out all right, and that's enough to let this old heart rest tonight. They ain't rich with gold, they ain't chasing fame, but they're good to people, and they keep their word and name. And if there's anything worth leaving when my road has reached its end, let it be a little love still moving through their hands. I couldn't give them everything, but maybe I gave the better things: a place to come home, a reason to care, and enough love to have some left to share. My children turned out all right. All those little shoes are gone now, but every once in a while I hear little footsteps again. Only now they call me Grandpa. I spend my younger days out running every clock. Always one more mile, one more door to knock. Morning came early, midnight came fast. I was so busy living, I watched the living pass. Now the sun comes crawling through my window slow. Coffee sends a little cloud wherever warm winds blow. And that old rocking chair beside the windowsill taught this restless heart how to sit still. No race to run, no hill to climb. Nothing in this world needs all of my time. Let the morning breathe, let the whole world spin. I finally learned I don't have to chase the wind. I finally learned to sit still. Let the day come easy, let it do what it will. Let the birds keep singing, let the old clock roll. Let a little quiet settle down into my soul. I spent half my life running uphill. Now the sweetest thing I know is watching sunlight cross the windowsill. Ooh, it took me all these years, but I finally learned to sit still. I used to hear the silence and go looking for some noise. Thought a busy man was worth more than the simple joys. Now rain upon the rooftop is a mighty pretty tune, and I can spend an hour watching shadows cross the room. Got nowhere that I'm late for, nothing left to prove. Don't need every minute filled with something I can do. There's a peace you only find by being still. Let tomorrow wait, let yesterday sleep. Some things are sweeter when you don't try to keep every little moment, every turning wheel. Sometimes life gets louder when everything gets still. I finally learned to sit still. Let the afternoon wander wherever it will. Got my hands around my coffin, got the sunshine on my knees. Got an old familiar song floating softly through the trees. I spent half my life chasing every thrill. Now I find a little heaven sitting quiet on this hill. Ooh, it took me all these years, but I finally learned to sit still. I don't need another mountain to know I've traveled far. Don't need another highway to know exactly where we are. Don't need the whole world calling, don't need my name in lights. Give me one slow morning and one long peaceful night. All those years I chased tomorrow like today was standing still. Now today is all I wanted. I just never knew it till I finally learned to sit still. Slow down, easy now. Let that sunshine find you somehow. Breathe it in, let it stay. You don't have to earn every beautiful day. I finally learned to sit still. And this old restless heart has never felt so full. Got the breeze across my shoulder, got the evening turning gold. Got enough good memories to keep this old heart warm. Let the young men run, let them chase that distant hill. I've already found what I was running for, right here, sitting still. Oh, it took a lifetime, but maybe that's the thrill. I finally learned to sit still. Sun going down, coffee getting cold. Nothing left to do, and nowhere else I'd rather be. Everywhere the summer used to shine, little rivers running softly by her eyes. But every morning when her fingers reach for mine, somehow 50 years disappear in time. Those hands once held our babies through the night, buttoned little coats and turned out bedroom lights. Held this restless heart through every crooked mile, and they still feel like home after all this while. Time changed the mirror, time changed the view, but nothing time has taken ever changed the way I reach for you. Her hand still fits in mine, like it was made to stay there all this time. A little softer, a little warm, still the sweetest place my heart has ever known. Through every goodbye, every hill we had to climb, after all these years and all these miles, her hand still fits in mine. I remember young fingers wearing my little ring. Two foolish hearts believing love could conquer anything. We didn't know the winners waiting down the road, didn't know how heavy some years would grow. Those same hands wiped the worry from my face, held me together when I nearly lost my way. And when the whole world felt too heavy to survive, one touch could bring this tired old heart back to life. We lost some dreams, we made some new, and every road that broke me led me closer back to you. Her hand still fits in mine, even better after all this borrowed time. Every wrinkle, every line is another little reason I still call her mine. No diamond shines like those fingers wrapped in mine after every storm we left behind. Her hand still fits in mine. One day we were dancing, one day we were raising kids, one day the house grew quiet and we wondered where the years went. But love never left the room, it only learned to breathe more slow. They traded roses for morning coffee and wild nights for growing old. And somehow that's more beautiful than anything we knew back then. 'Cause young love dreams of forever, old love has already been there. Hold on, slow, let these old hands never let go. No need for words, no need for signs, just leave your hand right here in mine. Her hand still fits in mine. Lord, it gets more precious every time. Those fingers tremble, so do mine, but together they still steady up just fine. And if the evening comes softly down the line, there's only one last thing I'll need beside me when I close these tired eyes. No gold, no glory, no turning back the time, just her hand, warm and slow, still fitting into mine. Two hands, a little older, a little weaker, still holding on just fine. There's nothing wrong with an ordinary day. Morning laid some sunshine on the kitchen floor. Coffee filled the room like 100 times before. Old dog found his corner, birds found their song. Nothing new was happening, nothing going wrong. Mailman crossed the yard around 10:15. Neighbor waved his hand, and I waved mine again. A little breeze was moving through the willow by the gate. Nothing worth remembering, still it felt like a mighty good day. No bells were ringing, no stars fell from the blue. The peace don't need a reason to feel beautiful and true. There's nothing wrong with an ordinary day. Nothing wrong with letting life just roll that way. A little sun upon your shoulders, a little love when you get older, a little time with nothing pulling you away. Don't need thunder, don't need fortune, don't need everything to change. There's a whole lot of heaven hiding in an ordinary day. Lunch was just a sandwich and some sweet iced tea. Her favorite old record turning lazily. She watered all the flowers, I fixed a squeaky door. Then we sat without a reason on the steps till 4:30. No photograph was taken, nothing made the news. Nobody won a trophy, nobody had to lose. Just a shoulder touching mine while evening filled the trees. And that was more than enough for me. I used to wait for something big enough to change my life. Now I know the sweetest moments barely make a sound sometimes. There's nothing wrong with an ordinary day. Let the hours come and let the hours fade. Got a roof above our laughter, got another little chapter, got somebody I still love sitting my way. Let the whole world hurry, I don't need to join the race. There's a whole lot of heaven hiding in an ordinary day. I've known mornings full of worry, I've known nights that wouldn't end. I've watched empty chairs get quieter, I've lost more than one good friend. Maybe that's why simple things feel different to me now. A table with 2 coffee cups can feel like sacred ground. A familiar hand beside me, a familiar face. Nothing has to happen for a day to have some grace. Easy now, let it be. Sun through the window, wine through the trees. No need for more, no need to chase. Sometimes enough is a beautiful place. There's nothing wrong with an ordinary day. Brother, I wouldn't trade this one away. Let tomorrow bring tomorrow, let yesterday keep its sorrow. I've got everything I need right here today. No fireworks above me, no parade coming my way. Just another quiet evening and a little light beginning to fade. Oh, there's nothing wrong at all with an ordinary day. Coffee in the morning, her hand at the end of the day. Nothing extraordinary, and I wouldn't have it any other way. in this old house. I know every crack in this old house, every board that bends, every door that won't shut. The third stair sings when the night gets still, and the kitchen window shakes when the north wind blows. There's a mark on the wall where the children grew, layers of paint, but the pencil still shows through. Every crooked corner, every faded room still cares a little piece of who we used to be. Some folks see the years, some folks see what's worn. I see all the life these walls have carried on. I know every crack in this old house, every place where time came walking through. Every scratch upon these wooden floors leads me back to something we once knew. Let the paint keep peeling, let those old boards moan. Every broken little piece of this place is another reason it feels like home. I know every crack in this old house. The stain above the doorway came in '82. Rain poured all night and the roof came through. We caught every drop in a coffee can, then laughed in the kitchen till the morning began. There's a burn by the stove from a Christmas long ago, a little heart scratched where nobody else would know. And underneath the porch where the shadows run deep, there's a toy truck waiting where a boy forgot to keep. Nothing here is perfect, nothing here is new, but every imperfection still brings me back to you. I know every crack in this old house, every faded line and every weathered groove. There's a lifetime in these tired old walls, and I can feel it every time I move. Let the windows rattle, let that chimney groan. A house don't have to stand up straight to know how to hold a home. I know every crack in this old house. These walls heard babies crying, heard teenagers slam the door, heard apologies at midnight, heard bare feet cross the floor. They held birthday candles, they held Sunday clothes, they held us when the money ran thin and nobody else needed to know. Now the bedrooms sleep a little longer, and the hallway stays quiet most nights. But every now and then those grandkids come running, and every old room comes back to life. Ooh, let it creep, let it leave, let it leave, let it keep every memory. Don't make it new, don't smooth it out, leave a little yesterday in this old house. And everyone means more to me somehow, 'cause the years didn't ruin these walls, they only wrote our story down. let the years keep coming, let the old paint fall. I wouldn't trade one perfect mansion for one memory in these walls. I know every crack, every mark, every sound in this old house. One day these walls may belong to somebody new, but they'll never be empty. We left too much love inside them. Used to want my name in neon, wanted thunder when I walked into a room, wanted fast cars Friday midnight, wanted everything, wanted it by noon. Now my favorite place is by the window, with a strong black coffee cooling in my hand, watching sunlight move across the garden, like I finally got the time to understand. I chase the noise, I chase the shine, spent half my youth trying to outrun time. Now the quieter life gets, the sweeter every minute is. The younger me wouldn't believe that is, wouldn't believe a life could feel this rich, with an old chair rocking and nowhere to be, a little patch of heaven underneath these tired feet. He wanted the whole world, I just want a piece. The younger me wouldn't believe this, but the older me finally found peace. I used to count success in dollars, counted every mile by how far I could climb. Now I count the chairs around my table and the one still filled at supper time. Used to lose my sleep on things that never stayed important longer than a year. Now one grandchild sleeping on my shoulder feels like everything I ever wanted here. All that gold, all that praise couldn't buy one extra day. Funny how enough gets bigger when you need a little less each day. The younger me wouldn't believe that is, wouldn't know what kind of wealth this is. A woman still beside me, old friends who know my name, children bringing children home through that old screen door again. He wanted bright lights, I like the evening breeze. The younger me wouldn't believe this, but the older me knows what he needs. He laughed at these old slippers, he'd hate this silver hair, he'd wonder why I'm smiling just sitting in this chair. But he never knew the feeling of surviving what I've known, never knew how good a quiet night could feel when everybody made it home. He had all those years ahead of him, but couldn't see what they were for. I got fewer left before me, and somehow I enjoy them more. Look at me now, slowing down, feet on the porch, peace all around. No crowd calling, no spotlight shining, still this old heart feels like it's flying. The younger me wouldn't believe lies, Wouldn't believe these are the days I'd miss. A Sunday morning slowly, her head against my chest, a phone call from my children, and an afternoon of rest. He spent his whole life reaching. I finally learned to receive. The younger me wouldn't believe this, but that's all right with me. He wanted everything that this wide world could give. I just wanted enough time to notice I already had it. Less hair, less hurry, less money than I planned. More love, more peace. Turns out I got the better end. 25, I had a full head of hair, 2 empty pockets and a world full of cares. Had a fast little car that was always broke down, and enough foolish pride for the whole damn town. I could dance till 2, get to work by 8, spend Fridays and money before Saturday. Had plenty of fire, but not much sense, and every hard lesson came at my expense. Those were good days, I won't deny, but I wouldn't trade today for another 25. I don't miss being 25. I was young, I was wild, I was barely getting by. Had more hair on my head, had less peace in my mind. Had a whole lot of road, but no idea where to drive. Now I sleep real good, and I know wrong from right. Keep your fountain of youth, I'm doing just fine. I don't miss being 25. At 25, every hill needed climbing. Every pretty face had my poor heart flying. Every little argument had to be won. Every night needed somewhere louder to run. Now porch swing suits me better than a bar. I don't need to impress anybody anymore. Got one good woman who knows all my ways, and still leaves a coffee cup beside mine every day. I lost some speed, I gained some sense. Turns out peace of mind was worth the difference. I don't miss being 25. I got fewer foolish reasons keeping me awake at night. Don't need everybody to think I'm doing fine. Don't need another man's life to look better than mine. Got a little gray hair, got a woman by my side. Keep your fountain of youth, I'm enjoying the ride. I don't miss being 25. Young enough to know everything, too young to know I didn't. Strong enough to carry the world, too proud to ask for help with it. I had years spilling out before me like pennies Now every morning matters, every evening tastes more sweet. I traded restless legs for wisdom and finally learned what enough means. 25, you were one hell of a ride, but I ain't going back, no, no. I'm alright. Little slower, little wiser, still got a rhythm in my stride. Let the young boys chase tomorrow. I'll enjoy the night. I don't miss being 25. Wouldn't trade these silver years to turn that clock back twice. Every wrinkle cost me something, every gray hair paid a price. But every year that left its mark left a little wisdom behind. I love the boy I used to be, but I like this old man fine. So keep the youth, keep the speed, keep those long and restless nights. I've already been 25, and once was just about right. Less hair, more sense, bad knees, better judgment, fair trade. Fair trade. Some things got better with time. That old guitar sounds sweeter now, with a little wear beneath my hands. Every scar across the wood knows every song I understand. That old road looks softer than it did beneath my younger eyes. Maybe nothing really changed out there, maybe something changed inside. Some things fade, some things shine, some things need a little age before they find their finest time. Some things got better with time, like your hand resting easy inside mine, like an old song after midnight, like a slow dance underneath the porch light. Love got deeper, truth got kinder, and this restless heart got wiser. Oh, some things don't lose their shine, some things get better with time. Your eyes don't look the way they did in that photograph from '79. But somehow every little line makes them more beautiful tonight. And my voice ain't smooth as it once was. There's a little gravel in every rhyme, but every note carries somewhere I've been, and that takes more than youth to find. Young love burns, old love glows. One lights up the whole damn sky, one keeps you warm when winter blows. Some things got better with time, started lasting longer. Oh, some things don't lose their shine. Some things get better with time. A young heart wants the light, an old heart loves the flame. One wants everybody watching, one don't need nobody's praise. A young man counts his victories, an old man counts who's near. And somewhere in between the two, the things that matter become clear. The wine ain't sweeter 'cause it's older, the song ain't better 'cause it's slow. Maybe we just finally learned how to taste the things we used to swallow whole. Take your time, let it breathe. Let the years bring what they bring. Little less hurry, a little more soul. Some things get sweeter the longer they grow. Some things got better with time. And baby, you and me are living proof tonight. Every storm left something stronger. Every mile pulled us a little closer. Our hands got older, our hearts got lighter, and every fading sunset somehow burns brighter. If these are supposed to be my slowing down years, they're the sweetest ones I've known. Some things don't fade away, they finally come into their own. Oh, some things, some beautiful things get better with time. Old song, old love holding on. Maybe old ain't such a bad word after all. I've got more than I ever asked for. I used to pray for bigger rooms, for brighter lights and better views, for money stacked against the years, like enough could quiet every fear. Now morning finds me in this chair, with silver sunlight in her hair, 2 coffee cups, an open door, and I've got more than I ever asked for. Funny how the heart gets wiser when the woman settles down. All the things I couldn't buy were waiting quietly around. I've got more than I ever asked for, more love than these old hands can hold, a table full of familiar faces, 1,000 stories never told. Got somebody who still reaches for my Got children calling just because. Got little ones who run to us. Got old friends wearing older faces, still laughing in familiar places. Got photographs that hurt sometimes. Got empty chairs I can't deny. But even grief is proof somehow that something beautiful was here before. I've lost enough to understand what staying really means, and every person still beside me is richer than my younger dreams. I got more than I ever asked for, more grace than I knew how to name, more mornings than I ever earned, more shelter from the rain. Plenty. Now I've got more than I ever asked for. I asked for success, life gave me children. I asked for money, life gave me time. I asked for a house, life gave me somewhere a tired heart could rest beside mine. I asked to be remembered, life taught me something more. It ain't how many people know your name, it's who still knows your knock upon the door. More than gold, more than fame, more than anything I used to chase. A little less wanted, a whole lot more grace. Took this old heart a lifetime to know what wealth really means. I've got more than I ever asked for, and less than I once thought I'd need. Got enough years behind me to know what makes a rich man rich indeed. If tomorrow brings me nothing, life don't owe this heart one thing more. I've been loved beyond my deserving. I've been welcomed through every door. Got a head against my shoulder, got those grandkids on the floor. And when I count what really matters, Lord, I've got more, so much more than I ever asked for. Wanted the world when I was young, got something better, people to share one with. Silver found its way into my hair. Time left little rivers everywhere. These hands don't hold as steady as before. These feet don't dance all night across the floor. But these eyes have watched my children grow, watch little hands become hands of their own. And every line that time has written here belongs to someone somewhere, some beautiful year. Let the mirror tell the truth, I don't need it telling lies. There's a lifetime in these wrinkles and 1,000 mornings in these eyes. I wouldn't trade these years for all the youth that disappeared. Wouldn't give one silver hair to lose one memory living there. Every laugh, every tear, every road that brought me here. If being young means losing what I love, I wouldn't trade these years. I wouldn't trade those midnight baby cries or tired Sunday mornings by her side. I wouldn't trade the bills we've barely paid, or that little house where all our love was made. I wouldn't trade the nights we disagreed, or all the times forgiveness rescued me. Even every heartbreak had a place. It taught this stubborn heart a little grace. No, it wasn't always easy, but easy ain't what made it mine. The sweetest things I've ever known were sweet because they took their time. I wouldn't trade these years for another chance at 21. Wouldn't trade these weathered hands for all the things they haven't done. They held my babies, held my wife, held my daddy near the end of his life. There's too much love inside these hands. I wouldn't trade these years. Give me back my younger body, but take away my daughter's birth. Give me back that thick black hair, but take away what love is worth. Give me 50 years ahead, but take the 50 at my back. No, you can keep the youth. I wouldn't make that trade, 'cause every year took something, and every year gave something too. And what the years have given me means more than what they took. Let them roll, let them roll. Every year a little more soul, a little less time, a little more truth. I wouldn't trade one day of this to wear the face of youth. I wouldn't trade these years, not the laughter, not the tears, not the mornings we had nothing, not the nights we had it all, not the names inside these photographs, not the voices down these halls. Every mile became a memory, every memory built these walls. So let my hair keep turning silver, let these old hands show their years. I've already got the only life I'd ever want to live. Oh, I wouldn't trade, I wouldn't change, I wouldn't give away one year for all the youth in this whole world. I wouldn't trade these years. Let the young man keep his mirror, let the old man keep his memories. I've had both, I know which one is worth more.